Welcome to the Old Time Radio Westerns. I'm your host, Andrew Rhines, and I'm excited to bring you another episode absolutely free. This is one of over 80 episodes released monthly for your enjoyment. Now, let's get into this episode.
Adventures in Research. Bad business is hardly the state of affairs to be desired by anyone. Yet it was just such a condition that indirectly led to the birth of an idea and brought about the transformation of the Middle West from a wilderness into what is now known as the breadbasket of the world. This is Paul Shannon bringing you another transcribed story of science, produced as a public service in cooperation with the Westinghouse Research Laboratories. And today, telling you the story of John Deere and how he invented the first steel plow. In the year 1834, John Deere, the village blacksmith of the small Vermont town of Hancock, found his business falling off.
So, business is bad, eh, John?
Yes, I'm getting worried, Leonard. There's my wife and 4 children to think of. Well, this can't go on much longer.
Did you ever think of going into some other business, John?
No, and I don't intend to. This is my work, Leonard. There ain't anything in the world I'd rather do than this. I suppose you don't understand.
Well, if you ask me, it's about the dirtiest work I know of.
Well, dirty, yes, but... Well, Leonard, it's not easy to describe how I feel, but it's like this. When you take a piece of iron and from it make a shovel or a hoe or a pitchfork, a tool that someone can use to earn his daily bread with, well, then you know that what you're doing is worth getting your hands dirty for.
I see what you mean, but now you aren't making so many shovels or hoes.
No, I'm not.
What are you going to do?
Well, if business don't get better, I'm going to some other town around here.
John, let me tell you something. The reason you haven't been getting much business lately is because the farmers are leaving Vermont. One by one, they're getting tired of this hard, mean soil here in New England, and they're going away.
Well, where to?
West, John. Out west. The soil's rich and brand new, and they need people like you out there, too.
Yeah?
To be frank, I've been thinking about it myself. My health hasn't been too good, and if it doesn't pick up, that's where I'm going, and soon.
Well, here's your handrail, Leonard.
Fine looking, John. You've got a wonderful talent in those hands of yours. Yeah, how much?
$1.50.
There you are. Well, good day, John.
Oh, Leonard, if you decide what you're going to do, let me know, will you?
Certainly, John. Certainly.
John, what's troubling you? You've been quiet as a mouse all evening.
Well, I've been thinking, Jenny.
What about, dear?
A couple of weeks ago, Leonard Andres told me he was thinking of going out west. He left today.
To settle?
Well, not yet. He's just going out to scout around. He said I should have gone with him.
Do you want to go, John?
There's only one place I want to go, and that's where I can do what I know how to do. But they say there are many opportunities in the West.
Why don't you go then, dear?
No, not yet. I talked with Leonard before he left, and he intends to come back and settle his affairs. When he does, he'll tell me how it really is.
John, you wouldn't believe it. It's a different country. I found a place up Rock River in Illinois called Grand Detour. There's nothing there but an abandoned shack and a few Indians. But it's a wonderful site for a town. Why, the soil's so rich and black up there that anything will grow.
Are you going back then for good?
Yes, John. I'm going to start a settlement there. By the way, this will interest you. Old Amos Bosworth is coming with me.
What? You mean he's given up his precious stagecoach business, take a chance out there?
That's right.
Well, Leonard, count me in. If it's good enough for Mr. Bosworth, it's good enough for me.
And so, a month later, in 1836, John Deere, leaving his wife and family at home, journeyed to Illinois. He went to work immediately, constructed a forge out of clay and riverstone, and again found himself in business. Soon, he thought, he would send for his wife and family and settle down to the life he had always wanted. However, things were not destined to be quite so easy, because not long after his arrival in Grand Detour.
Here's my plow again, Mr. Deere. Dag-nab thing busted again.
This is the third time within 3 weeks, Mr. Newton. What's the matter?
Yeah, it's this doggone soil out here.
Well, I thought it was good soil.
That's just it. It's too good. So blamed black and rich and sticky. First year you can get through it all right. Second you can't. Not with a wooden plow, anyway.
Well, did you ever try a cast iron plow?
Nope, never did.
Well, I'll fix you up one if you want. See how it works.
Here's your cast iron plow back, Mr. Deere.
What's the matter this time, Mr. Newton?
The soil again. It's so sticky it clings to the plow. No sooner do you go 2 or 3 paces, you have to stop and scrape off the moldboard.
Fix to it, huh?
Yeah, like glue. Well, thanks for the use of the plow, Mr. Deere. If I don't see you again, good luck to you. You'll need it if you're staying around here any longer.
Where are you going?
Back home to Connecticut, I guess. I can at least turn over the ground there. Goodbye, Mr. Deere.
Bye.
And so, his plans altered, John Deere sat down to write his wife a letter.
My dearest wife, I am taking a few minutes from my work to write you these lines. It is with the greatest sorrow in my heart that I must tell you that you will have to postpone your journey here to me, because now the situation has changed. The settlers are beginning to leave here because of the tough prairie soil. Their plows will not turn it over cleanly, and what is needed is a plow that will. I've been spending much of my spare time thinking about how to make one, but till now I haven't.
Oh, hello, John. Writing a letter home?
Good day, Leonard. Yes, to Demi, telling her about Newton and the others leaving.
Oh, yes. I'm getting worried about that, too, John. No, this settlement isn't building up like I thought it would. I guess I should apologize for ever having talked you into coming here.
Oh, no need to, Leonard. This is a problem that can be solved, and I'm going to do my best to try and solve it.
Well, I sure hope you do. By the way, I wonder if you'd come out to my sawmill with me. One of my chains broke.
Well, glad to, Leonard. Wait a minute, could you, until I finish this letter.
The chain's over here. What's the matter, John?
This circular saw blade.
Oh, it's broken, John. Isn't good for anything. It's a shame, isn't it? Throwing away good Sheffield steel like that. Sure makes a good cutting edge, that steel.
Yes, and what a polish it has.
Sure, polished by miles of native timber.
Nothing would stick to that surface, would it? Leonard, would you mind letting me have this blade?
Oh, if it's of any use to you, go ahead and take it.
Well, Leonard, if it turns out the way I want it to, it'll be of use to everybody around here.
Hey, what you doing there, John?
Chip the teeth off this saw blade, Thomas. Anything I can do for you?
No. The saw won't be much good without no teeth, will it?
No, I don't suppose it will, as a saw.
It might be good for something else, though, eh?
It might be.
For instance,
For plowing, maybe.
you aiming to make a plow out of that circular saw?
That's what I aim to do.
How do you propose to do that?
Simple enough. Here, take a look at this pattern for the moldboard.
Not much good at figuring out plans.
Well, I'm going to lay this pattern on the saw and cut out around it with a chisel and a sledge.
Mighty hard work.
Well, not if you know how. And then I'll heat it on the forge and shape it a little at a time with my hammer.
Yeah?
Look, you see those bars of iron there?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to shape upright standards from them, and from saplings I'll carve the handles.
Well, how are you going to make the beam?
I've got a good, sound white oak fence rail that I think will do well. Little shaping with my axe and draw knife will do it, I think.
There seems to be an awful lot of work for just one plow. What are you doing it for?
Well, I'm trying to make a plow that'll turn over your fields without any soil sticking to the moldboard. A self-scouring plow.
Self-scouring plow, eh? Won't work, John. Not in these fields around here.
Thomas, whose fields do you think are the toughest in Grand Detour?
Why, everyone knows Louis Crandall's is. Why?
Well, tell you what I'm going to do then. When this plow is finished, I'm going to test it in his fields with his permission.
In Crandall? No plow will work in those fields. No plow.
But John Deere, in the face of the skepticism of his fellow citizens, worked on his great idea as it came to be known, adjusting here, cutting there, and hammering it to the shape he desired. And then, finally, there it was, its steel blade gleaming in the sunlight, and light enough for a man to carry. To John Deere, it was a thing of beauty. But to others...
Well, Leonard, how do you like it?
John, I hate to say this, but it doesn't look much different than any other plow.
Maybe it don't. But that don't matter. It's if it works that counts.
And when will you know that?
Tomorrow morning, at Lou Crandall's field. Will you be there?
Well, I wouldn't miss it for the world. Oh, almost forgot. Here's a letter I picked up at the post office for you.
Yeah. It's from Demi. Thanks, Leonard.
That's all right. See you tomorrow, then.
Dearest John, I hope you get this before you make your trial of the new plow, because
I know how much its success means to you and us. Not only because it will mean our being reunited, but that your faith in yourself and your idea will be justified. I am proud of you for having made the attempt, no matter what happens. John, all my thoughts will be of you.
Up yet, Lou.
All ready, John.
Good. Well, get up. Get up there.
You better get a good grip on them handles, John.
Quiet, Thomas. Give him a chance. Look, it's cutting it like a knife cutting butter. Look at it go, Thomas. How easy and smooth.
Well, yeah, but the dirt's sticking to the mold board, ain't it, Leonard?
Oh, look for yourself. She's clean as a whistle. It really works. It polishes itself. Look at that field. It's being turned over. Now, what do you say, Thomas?
Well, I'd be hornswoggled.
A cheer for John Deere, everybody. Three cheers.
And that was the beginning of a new era for the United States. Through this invention of a self-scouring plow in 1837 was brought about the continued settlement of the West and its development into the breadbasket of the world. John Deere's business grew and expanded due to the tremendous demand for plows until the tiny smithy became a huge factory, turning out thousands of plows, an army of machines that fought the soil and won. Several years later, Henry Ward Beecher wrote, "He that invents a machine augments the power of man and the well-being of mankind." Such a man was John Deere. And that's today's Adventure in Research, produced in cooperation with the Westinghouse Research Laboratory. These programs are broadcast to Armed Forces personnel overseas through the facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service. Join us again next week for another transcribed story of science on Adventures in Research.
This has been a presentation of OTRWesterns.com, and we hope you enjoyed. Please take some time to like and rate this episode within your favorite podcast application. Follow us on Facebook by going to otrwesterns.com/Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel by going to otrwesterns.com/YouTube. Become one of our ranch hands and unlock some exclusive content. We want to thank our most recent ranch hands, Steve and TechnoGod, who joined us recently. You too can join by going to otrwesterns.com/donate. Send us an email, podcast@otrwesterns.com, and you can call and leave us a voicemail, 707-986-8739. This episode is copyrighted under the attribution, non-commercial, share-alike copyright. For more information, go to otrwesterns.com/copyright. Have a great day, and thanks for listening.